Hey, good morning, Emma and Craig. I'm at the Colonial in Belfast, where tonight they're going to be showing the Maine-made film Nice People. I'm actually here with one of the filmmakers, Ian. Ian, how are we doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great. Could you tell me just a little bit about Nice People?
Yeah, so Nice People is 5 interconnected tales set in Maine about people suffering from kindness.
Suffering from kindness.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Elaborate.
Well, I'm sure, like, as Mainers, we all know that no good deed goes unpunished. And so this film is sort of a comedy with some darker elements, a little bit of grit into it, that sort of explores people when they try to do that good thing and take it to an extreme, sort of the consequences that they face. Oh. It's a real sort of slice of life comedy. A lot of it taken from sort of real life stories and real life inspiration that I've had growing up in the state.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about that. You were telling me before that you've grown up in Maine. You weren't born here, so I don't know if you're a full-bred Mainer. But
I'm not going to fight anyone on that. Yeah.
You've spent, what, 35 years?
Yeah, I've been living here for 35 years. Grew up in York County. I now live sort of a couple outside of Greater Portland, and I've been living here, working here, and it's just been so great that I've never decided to leave.
Can you tell me why it's important that these Maine stories are told?
Well, there is a sort of main story that gets told a lot, and that's typically has to do with lobsters. Recently, it's had to do with like drugs and stuff like that. And what we wanted to do when we were making this is we wanted to show sort of the real essential main character that isn't tied to, you know, a depressed lobsterman or something like that. That's a real focus on just like the real life stories of people around the state and the character about it, where people are happy to be here. People are happy to live here, and it's hard to work and live here, but there's a reason why we're staying. And so we wanted to get something that celebrates that sort of that love for the place and the people around us, but also kind of has fun with it.
That's excellent. So this isn't the premiere or anything. You actually showcased it earlier, or last year, I should say, not this year, at the film festival in Waterville. How was reception there?
Yeah, Waterville was great. We had sold-out screenings for both of the nights at the Maine International Film Festival. We've had a number of sold-out screenings in Portland. We've premiered at 2 venues down there, and now we're sort of trying to take it around the state. And there's so many amazing independent theaters that are around this state. We're doing it here tonight in Belfast at the Colonial in March 1st through 5th. We're going to be running at the Centre Theatre in Dover Foxcroft. And so we're trying to bring it around to all the independent theaters in the state just as a way to showcase how great these places are.
Why do you think it's important for Mainers to see a story about Mainers told like this?
Well, I think it's important, but it's also just nice. It's great because there are things that if you're coming in from LA or you're coming in from New York, you have an idea of Maine that isn't current. You're not living in it, you're not sitting in it, you're not waiting and watching for those moments that really feel like Maine. And I hope with this film and with our observations of this, we have found some moments that people sitting in the theater will go, huh, yep, I know that. I know that very well. So yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Ian. We'll have some information about how everyone can get tickets to see Nice People either in Belfast or down the road. But for now, back to you, Emma and Craig.